And for those who are starting to develop their third eye, some of you are feeling those headaches, that bit of pressure on your forehead here. That's because it's really awakening. And in the audience here, a lot of people, nodding their head. So it's that your voice needs to be heard. You need to be taking a stand. You need to make a move, whether that's in your career, professional side, or in your own personal side. So if you're fearful and you hold back and you're not developing yourself, you will find you're in the same group of individuals around you constantly, and it may begin to feel uncomfortable. And that's when you know that you've been busy doing the work, is when you then get friends or family members saying, oh, you've changed. They might say they don't like it. That's tough, because they want you to stay the same because they don't like it. It feels uncomfortable for them. Every past lifetime, there are going to be some similarities, but there's going to be a different reason why you came into that lifetime, to address any issues that needed to be addressing, okay? So if you want to hear more, all you have to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel, where you'll get updates of what's coming in, the channel messages. And sometimes I'm joined by ascended masters. You might get to hear them. So they're coming in. Lovely. Thank you very much. Okay, let's have a little look. So I've been ordered to shuffle some cards for this transmission, this update, this forecast. And I'm going to give that in a moment. So some of the cards they've given to the group, humanity as a whole, this is going to be like their January forecast of information, sort of thing, of what to look out for. So I'm going to do that in a moment. But first of all, thank you. They sort of have been, I've been sitting in conversation with them and looking at the January energy. And I've been doing this, I did this a couple of times now already, the last couple of weeks. We've been looking at that as well. And okay, thank you. We have a couple of individual guides coming in, and thank you. We have one guide, and I shall try and describe her. She has a long, I wouldn't say flowing dress, because she feels like a warrior or warrioress, whatever you would call her, like a warrior that she's stepping forward, and she's dressed in beautiful green. She's got this beautiful green velvet dress that sort of drops, as it drops down, it's sort of very figure hugging at the top, but drops down very loose as we come down through the hips. And the reason I'm saying it's because when I go to look at the feet, is that her feet feel as if they're not there, but it feels like her dress, her gown, thank you, her gown, she says gown, she prefers gown, I'm getting corrected. Her gown is like this velvety, like fabric, right? It's like a moss, thank you, moss. It's like a moss that you find around a tree. So as you see a tree and it's got moss on it, it's very much that kind of colour green, that very emeraldy, mossy green, and it feels like it's really connected. So she's connected to earth, thank you very much. And so she has stepped in, and she also has, I'd say it's not a crown as such, I don't know what it's called, but something that's around her forehead here, and she has a, thank you, it's a green emerald here as well. So she's stepping in, which is unusual. I've not had her come in before. That's quite interesting. I love that. We've actually, thank you, she's making me aware there's like a semicircle of different sort of goddesses, that energy coming in. That really divine feminine energy, very strong energy coming in. I want to say that because that's how it feels. I feel a bit like, oh, I feel a bit inadequate sort of sitting here, but they're laughing and saying, no, don't be silly. Okay, so they stepped in and they're talking about on the planet, and obviously it's going to depend on where you are based on the planet, and depend obviously on the weather and nature and the cycles, what's happening around you right now. But they're saying, be mindful of where you are based on the planet, the energy of the area that you're based in and on, and your environment. Again, they're going to come to that, and work with the mother nature cycle. So wherever you're based in the world at this particular time, work with mother nature's cycle. So if mother nature's cycle is in January, where we are right now, if it is that it's the colder climate, if it is that it's the darker nights, and creeping in a lot earlier in the day, this is a restorative time. They're sort of saying it's a restorative time. And thank you. They sort of, what they cannot understand is literally that people on your planet thinking, they said like come January thinking, oh, New Year's resolution, I must get this in, what do I want to to do, what changes do I want to make. And they said it's exhausting on your energy, so you're burning yourself out before the year really even begins. And what they're saying to me, thank you, is that the new year really begins around the spring equinox. When we come into that, that's the sort of the period of time when we sort of go into the March where spring comes in. It comes in with a different flow of energy. So the true new year is when we get to sort of March. So this period of time is, thank you, they said about looking at your shadow work with the shadow self at this moment. It's a great time to work with Mother Nature and the shadow self, which means, I mean, of course, I'm going to say this because I've already heard what they're going to say. So I'll go back to that. They said, so which this means is wake up with the light, you know, open the curtains, open your shutters, open, let the light come in, let the light wake you up. Slowly, 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 let your lenses and you absorb that natural light that comes in. Really important right now. All the artificial lights that you have are affecting your energy. It's like, almost like feel like you've not had much sleep. Thank you. And when we talk about sleep, we know a lot of you are astral traveling, they said. And as I'm saying this, I have someone walking in. She has this blue, dark blue, it's like almost like a black, again, she's like, well, I was going to say Saturn, and she said silk, darling, and I went, okay, fine. It's like this silk gown that she's wearing, and she's glorious. Oh my God, she's shimmering. She has this like a luminous moonlight around her, and she's talking about, this is really interesting because I don't always have these goddesses. What she's talking about is that a lot of you are astral traveling right now, so some of you might feel absolutely exhausted. She sort of said about you've got to anchor yourself. She's okay, thank you. It feels like she has like an army of helpers around her, and she sort of says how they're almost like pulling you guys back in. So it's like they give me images like an astronaut, like during your astral travel, you're floating off, you're going to locations where you might have never been before, or the strangest of strangest dreams that are happening right now, and you might be waking up several times, you know, or you might be waking up feeling that you've not even had a good night restorative sleep. So she's making me aware to sort of say to you, if you work with that Mother Nature energy right now, and know that you've got to have more rest when you're in those months of darkness, that is the time to do the work on the shadow self. That is the time to sort of embrace the shadow self. She's talking about journaling. That's a good time where to write what's coming up for you, what you've been through, the discoveries. Okay, thank you. Okay, I think you have another individual walking in. Wow, there was a full house on this side. And her garment, her gown that she wears, it feels like it's, oh, thank you. It's like a suede or nubuck sort of sensation. And again, she's wearing this long gown, and she's talking about the doubts that individuals have in their mind. So it's like imposter syndrome coming in. Okay, thank you. She's making me aware of the energy at this moment in time. What's happening is from the old year that you've said goodbye to, or you're wishing to say goodbye to, is that a lot of you are, I think you are being so hard on yourself right now. Thank you. And imposter syndrome, self-sabotage is coming up, and thank you. And they said that's prime for the January month, that when you say, I'm setting the intention, I'm going to set New Year's resolution, and then suddenly you fail on the third of the month, or the second week, or whatever week it is, and then you put yourself down again. So there's a lot of that energy that's moving around at the moment, sort of spinning around. So she's also making me aware to sort of say to you, it's a time of working with the shadow self, the time of looking at being grateful for those illuminations that you have during the day. And there's those golden nuggets she's talking about, those pieces of sparkle that comes in, or the ha-ha moments, or whatever it comes in. She's sort of saying embrace those moments, journal, write those moments down. Thank you. She's also making me, when we're going to look at this when I do the cards in a moment, they've all seem to be a team of coming in and writing down, okay, well, I will do this. The card that came up was gratitude, and she's sort of making me aware to say, in your day, be mindful of those moments that have come up for you and you're so grateful for, you know, whether it's that bumping into that new friend, or whether it's that you feel like your voice is being heard, or whether it is, and she's laughing, so I said the golden ticket, the lottery, and she's laughing. But she's got a good sense of humour. I like this one. The green one seemed really hard on me. I'm like, whoa. But she's very different. She's full of light and laughter And that's like sunshine. Thank you. That makes so much sense. So as the sunshine, as she comes in, she's sort of saying, find those pieces of information, those things that happened in the day that you go, oh my God, I've had such a good day because of, and this is what happened. Thank you. She's pointing out stuff that I was happy for today, something really small. And so when I go to bed tonight, and like most nights, well, every night really, I sit there and I replay my day back, and I look at and I go, okay, what is it that I'm grateful for? What's happened today that's made me smile or feel happy? And she sort of said there needs to be more of that. So this, not that you have to do New Year's resolution, but as we're moving through January, get into that habit, get into that routine of going, right, okay, I'll write down something. What was I grateful for in the day? What happened? What was those special light moments that came in? Thank you. Okay, I know what they're doing with me now. One of the cards, I got it. Okay, you guys were here when I was pulling the cards. So the blue card, and I said that dark blue energy of one of the goddesses that came in, and she's still here. That illumination, she brings in this card about light, and that illumination is illumination also about you as an individual. So when you are astral traveling, don't be surprised if you have dreams about individuals in your life. You know, your friends may join you in your dreams. You might have loved ones who's passed over. That might be the animals that come in, especially animals at this moment, I'm being told to say. So that is the illumination, shining light on what's happening for you right now. Thank you. The green one is my green goddess, and she's a little bit stiffer. She's Mother Nature. She brought this card in, reach out. Time of reaching out, time of community, time to be part of a collective, time to feel that you are connecting to those who are very similar to yourself. Again, that also, she's sort of saying to me, thank you, when she says about your environment, about nature, be working with that nature, be mindful of what, you know, stimulates you. If it's the sun, is it being by the beach? Is it being in the fields, the countryside? Is it you like the city, you like that buzz? Whatever it is about you. Thank you. The next goddess is coming in, is seeking out. Purple energy, this one here, seek, is about finding yourself more. So it's not so much about the New Year's resolution, you got to lose weight, you got to do this, you know, you got to do running every day, whatever it is. This card is about what fills your heart with joy. Thank you. She's coming in. Oh, she's got lovely energy. I like her. I could see myself sitting down having a cup of herbal tea with her. But this energy of this beautiful goddess coming in, this beautiful colour that she's wearing, this beautiful purple that I can feel, and it feels like that velvety, it's very like royalty, feels like that. That's the energy. And she's coming in is about seeking out now what makes you tick. It's time for yourself. So very important January energy, looking at what makes you smile, what makes you feel at home within yourself. And what she's saying to me, she said it's very important at this time. She said it's been too noisy on your planet for too long, and you've been disconnected from Mother Nature, you've been disconnected from individuals. Now it's time to connect with others. So again, it's the energy around that now, really, really important about connection. It's going to be really, really important as you come together. Okay. Okay. The other card that I was told to pull today was choices. It's your choice. No one's forcing you. It's your choice. The minute you think that you have to do something because of either letting somebody down or feeling that, you know, you have to do it because of, I don't know, your friend's doing 10,000 steps a day, or I don't know, somebody's taken some sort of course, this is not going to work. So the idea is with the choices is that you've got to do something that really fulfills your heart. And there is choices around the heart. There's doorways there around the heart. Get out of your head, someone just said to me. I can hear, okay, bellowing here. Get out of your head. The moment you're in your head, you're disconnecting yourself from your true self. So when you are connecting to your heart center, which means it's more about how does it make you feel? You're dropping into your physical body and those feelings of emotions. How do I feel? It's trying to come out of the head. When you are so much in your head, it's clutter, and that can disconnect you from connecting to your higher self. And your higher self is your guidance. That's going to give you guidance in what you're going to do next. Thank you. I love this. The reason I then pull this card is the intuitive nudges. So your intuitive nudges is going to be really important. As you can see from this card, your third eye. So third eye, very much about what you might see, what you might pick up now. And for those who are starting to develop their third eye, some of you are feeling those headaches, that bit of pressure on your forehead here. That's because it's really awakening. And in the audience here, a lot of people, yeah, nodding their head. So to help with that pressure there, it's really to sort of see it as a doorway or a window and just opening up a little bit more, and so that you're not holding on too tightly. Or if it feels that you need to close that third eye a little bit, then do that to prevent the headaches, because the headaches will come. Now, not medically trained. If you need to think that it could be something else, and it's not about energy, you might need some water, hydration, or it could be something other medical, do seek that out first. But it could be that your intuition is waking up even more. And remember, when we're working with the heart center, you're more likely to feel into your gut. You're going to pick up your gut feelings more, your sixth sense more, your extrasensory perception is going to be much more clearer. You're going to be working with the clairs, the clairaudience, the clairvoyance, you name it. So it's about really connecting to the heart center. Thank you. I love it. It's like I've got an audience on this side, no pressure. Oh my God. Okay, the next card they pulled is beautiful, this orange card. Again, working with the seasons, and this one is sort of saying let go. Let go of the perception that you've had of yourself. And this is very much to do with that shadow work, that shadow self. Who was you this last year? So the good thing about starting a new year is it sort of almost becomes sort of a landmark, in a sense. You go, right, okay, I'm going to re-look at what, how I want to live my life as I move forward. And this kind of letting go is very much about letting go of how you've seen yourself. What did you choose for yourself? What's been coming up for you, because it needs some changes now, needs some changes. And that's where that choices card comes in as well. It's about letting go, because some things that you have been doing in this year that has just passed has been holding you back. And that might be the sabotaging, that might be the imposter syndrome, that might be that doubt that you've had, something that you can't do, or you think you should be doing something a certain way. Time to let go of that, that's what they said. Okay, right, I love this. So they're saying taking a moment. And again, the taking a moment is very much about the January energy. You're not going to rush into anything right now. You've got to slow down. You've got to listen to yourself. Again, people feel that because it's a January energy, you've got to rush into something. No, they're saying the opposite. You've got to take a moment, that restorative time of year for you right now. Wherever you are in the world, wherever the climate is, it's about got to take January as the time to sit with what's going on for you and to decide how you're going to move forward. Take it at your own pace. Don't rush anywhere. Because when the year of the horse comes in, I know they're sort of saying January, but I would see more February-ish, the energy really starting to gallop. And come March, we're really galloping then. They show me a horse on the sand dunes, like a black stallion. I like that. This is that period of time that you hopefully you'll have things in place, thinking, right, how do I want to move forward? What's the direction for me? Because that energy comes in a little bit later and you'll have that energy behind you. So there's that. Okay, 2 more cards and that's it. Okay, that's enough from them on the other side. You've got You Are Not Alone and the Love card, and they do come in together because they're saying that you have to reach out to them. You have to reach out and you have to ask for guidance. You have to say, I allow my, guardian angels, I allow my angels, allow my guides to come in now. This is the time to allow them to come in to help address what's to come, to help to move you forward. So lots of changes this year, and that's rolled over from last year, and they're saying that they are with you. So loved ones on the other side who've passed over, they'll step forward. There'll be either animals that have passed over. They're going to be hanging around still, sort of guiding you. I can feel them nudging you on your knee. I can feel them nudging you as you're walking. You've got animals coming in, and you've got loved ones on the other side. Those ascended masters. Ascended masters being those who have lived on planet Earth before, who know what it's like, so they'll be stepping forward. And the Love card, that you are part of the universe, you are part of source energy too. Now, to feel that you are more part of source energy is about your connection. It's about building that connection so that you can tune in. And that's working with either your guides or your higher self, or both, whatever it is, it's about that connection. So this will be the year as you move forward that it's about really implementing, working with your higher self or your guides or whoever it is you're going to work with. It's about you taking back your power. It's not letting somebody else dictate to you or tell you what you should be doing. It's about what feels right for you. And remember, when you have your own connection and your navigation and you're navigating around what feels right from the heart center, then you'll be doing what's right for you, because your soul's come here this time to learn that lesson. Whatever that lesson is, it's about this time, this part of your journey. Now, we know about incarnation. We know we come around again and again on a cycle, like a washing machine, and the cycles that you get instructions in your knitwear and everything else, even though I still keep putting stuff in the dryer that shouldn't be put in the dryer because Andrew keeps telling me off. Anyway, he's got items that will fit him when he loses a little bit of weight, and myself. What can I say? But I keep damaging clothes. Anyway, where was I with that? So this is going to be you looking at your instruction manual of how you work. It's looking at, you know, are you on the dry wash or you can't go on the tumble dryer? This is going to be about yourself this January. Make January that time. Work with the full moon. Work with the new moons. Full moon, you know, what is it you can let go of? The emotional stuff. What is it? That's the shadow work. Work with that. That's the energy we've got going on at the moment. So moving out that new moon, moving out next stage. And then the full moon. And then the new moon, you can set those intentions. Going to be really important to work with Mother Nature right now. That's really important. And the cycles around you. There's a lot of cycles coming up for lots of individuals. Okay, thank you. They just sort of said also there's a cycle at the moment. I wish I had my astrology friend here, but something that they've just said to me, thank you, seems to be look back at, they've given me 19 and then 29 and a half years ago. There was something going on then. What are you repeating? What is that cycle, that pattern that you can look back at and then see about letting go of it, because it's about learning what happened then. So looking at the changes in your life. I'm like, I think I know what mine was. I know I've done it. I'm not coming back here to do that again. Right, I've just been told by a member of the audience something's going on with Saturn. Right, so when they're talking about this circuit and cycles, it's a 29 years they're sort of saying to me. What we were doing 29 years ago, they want us to revisit and to look at it. Oh, how interesting. Oh my gosh, what an interesting time we're going to have. So Neptune as well. My goodness me. Well, we're not going to escape it, people. We're here, aren't we? What can I say? What can I say? So we're here now. Neptune as well and Saturn they're talking about. So it's about the changes, the energy around those planetary movements, about the stars, well, everything's going on around, all the energies are shifting around. So thank you. And they just said there was no mistaking why you came here at this particular time. You're going to have the opportunity to create change right now because your soul decided this was the time. Okay, thank you. No, now just, I mean, they give me figures and numbers and I'm like, okay, I have no idea. Anyway, so there's that. Okay, now I'm going to check something. Just going to check what I wrote earlier because I was automatic writing and I want to make sure that I've picked up on everything they've just said. I love this. Okay. And then there's questions if you wanted to. So some of the information they wrote on this, what I have in front of me is, I'm not what happened to me. And I'm like, I argued with them. What a fool I am. And I said, but we are. And they said, but that doesn't define you as you move forward. It's like to take with it what's happened in your past so that it created who you are now to move forward with it. I'm like, okay, fine. I should know better than to argue with them, honestly. Okay, let's have a little look. Journal, be grateful. That's what they're saying to me. It's a good way of marking your progress. This is what they just said to me. New Year's, it's all about moment of pause. This is that time to sit with yourself and to look at what happened last year, how you want to, or what changes you'd like to make, and then look at how you're going to make them. Okay, let's have a look. Old patterns. Oh my gosh. Yes. Again, this keeps coming up. Old patterns coming up. So for those who are feeling as if let's have a look. I mean, I had someone reach out at one of my classes, psychic mediumship classes recently, and was asking me that they wasn't too sure whether to return because of how they were feeling. And I said, this sounds to me like imposter syndrome. We was discussing it, and it was old patterns for them that were coming up. And I said, actually, that's a good sign to sort of say to me that I'm hearing you. And when that comes up for you, it just means that the old subconscious mind and the old patterns are scared and fearful of you changing. So it's about transformation. transformation right now. So a lot that might be coming up right now. So for those who may be in jobs or courses or thinking about some changes and doubting yourself, this is all about you stepping out of those old patterns, and that uncomfortability is a sign that you are stepping out of your old patterns of behavior, which is good. Absolutely good. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay, somebody also connected with me through WhatsApp group connected to the classes and said about how they feel like they're in a battlefield. Now, this has been mentioned before, but battlefield is not the demons on the outside and looking for those dragons and you're the knight and you're chopping them down or whatever. It's literally those demons in your head, your mind. And again, that is about the imposter syndrome. That is about what you might think of yourself and what you think others might think of you and how you're doing something and what you can or you don't think you can achieve. Again, your battlefield is internal in the mind. So it's about get out of your mind so much, not to criticize yourself, but drop in to the heart center. Thank you. Someone just said here, best way to do that is literally be mindful of your environment. It's about be grateful what you have going on around you, the small things. So whether it's, I sat here today and saw a little bird that came outside my office and I saw it and I was like, wow. I felt lucky because, you know, it sat outside in front of me. I was doing a reading the other day, sorry, and it was his mother coming through in spirit, and he said, she comes through in signs, but can you just check something? And I said, she's there in front of you, isn't she? She's a bird, and it was a hummingbird. So as I'm talking to him, he's in the United States, and a little hummingbird was sort of moving in front of him, in front of the window, and then directly we had said that she then shot off, which was lovely. So again, it was just a sign from spirit to sort of say that she's around. Just going to check back to my notes. This is what they said to me. I said, how can we assist people? So they said, if you could make a promise to yourself, what would it be? So that's one of the things I want you to look at. So if you wanted to, if you had pen and paper there, if you could make a promise to yourself, what would it be as you move forward through this month? To do it monthly instead of saying to the whole year. What can you promise yourself this month that you would do for yourself? This is what they're saying. If you could make a promise to yourself, what would it be this month? And that's what they just said. And then they also, they just instructed me to say this. I wrote it down earlier. Make your mission yourself. Make your mission yourself. You are that. You are worthy of more. And again, they keep saying, time to embrace your shadow self. Really important. And now it's time to shine some light on it. So really important to shine some light on it. Love that. I love it. I've got loads of these goddesses standing here. It's absolutely divine. I mean, sometimes I've had angels and aliens and light council, but I've got all these goddesses. It's like they're of the whole seasons of the whole years. It's interesting. Okay, so that was their message. That's their transmission. They're still here. I can feel their energy around me. Absolutely glamorous as anything, and their energy is amazing. Nature's going to be really important, and also connecting to animals, so where you can feel grounded. So animals really ground us. They're always grounded, or not necessarily a flying pet, but they still have to land at some point, so they're grounding, and it sort of helps to neutralize your energy. So this is really important for you. That's going to be what you need as you move forward. The next couple of weeks, that's going to be important. Nature is going to be really important for you, grounding, and to get out. Don't lock yourself away. They just said. Now, may or may not like this, but you've got a father's energy around you and trying to help you in spirit. I don't know why in spirit. I don't know if your father has passed or if it's okay. Thank you. So that's I've got the energy. If you, so I've got the energy of father in spirit trying to help you, trying to build bridges on the other side with you. That's going to be really important. Knowing that they are now here to help you. They said they have changed. They're not the person that you used to once know. And they're not like seeking, well, they're saying sorry, but they're sort of saying to you, they want to prove to you. They want to prove to you how much they can help you, especially now they're sort of saying. Also for them maybe leaving little signs for you that you may not be noticing or may be noticing or pushing them away. So they said, can you embrace them now? Can you accept their apology? They are sorry, I can't do anything about what happened, childhood or how things were as a young woman. But now they're sort of saying they want to come in and assist you now. Let them be the father to you that they wish they had been to you. So they seem to have had a lot of more knowledge. They seek out more knowledge on the other side. So when they pass through into spirit, it's like they get like a time to detoxify in a sense, or filter things through. They have a look at things of how they were. So whoever he once was, he's now changed. So earlier we were talking about, mankind is changing. We're also talking about, healing old wounds and parallel lives. This is like a parallel life. So for him, he's alive on the other side, and he wants to help you now. This is part, not because of him helping him to help you. This is not what's happening. He's saying he wants to help to heal some old wounds. So that's why he's saying he wants to step forward, and that will heal you as you move forward into your part of your life. That's what's really important. They're sort of saying, I don't know why they're saying that, but hang on, let's have a look. So you've got one card as in reaching out. So it's like you don't have to know exactly what guide you're working with. Just say you're working, or let them come into your personal life, not just your work life. So reach out constantly to your guides. You'll get to know who's going to be working with your work life and who's going to be working with you in your own personal journey as well, because we've got different guides that are doing different things with you. So reaching out to them, asking them to step forward, that's really important. Don't forget they're there. For some reason someone just said to me to say to you, gratitude, again, they're sort of saying that you've been on a journey, and they want to say to you, like, round of applause from them. They are also grateful that you have connected. They're grateful that you've been on this journey. They're grateful that you are changing, that you have changed, that you are letting them into your life. That's really important. But also to be grateful for your journey too. So there's something coming up. There might be something that's happening now, personal life, I'm not sure, but being more grateful of them being there around you. So picking up the things that you've seen, like the golden nuggets that they're around you. When I say that, I'm passing the message on from them, but I get a sensation of feeling that you already do this anyway, that you're aware of them there. But I don't know why, but this sort of seems to be that it will shift the energy a little bit more. So it's almost like sitting, thank you, sit with them in a circle. So when you do a meditation, your own meditation, invite them all in. Thank you. Invite them all in, like you're having a conference with them, okay? And then ask each of them to step in one by one, so you get an understanding, like, this is this guy's energy, this is that guy's energy, so that you're working with them. I don't know why they say that. I think because they all work as a whole with you, but they want you to feel more of the individual energies when you're with them in the circle. In the circle, it's like you'll feel them either coming in from my left or my right, or behind me or in front of me. That's the energy. They want you to be aware of their energy and how they come in, so that then you can feel it. So when you're working with them, then you'll get a feeling that, I've got a strong feeling coming in behind. Okay, can you move over to the side? I know who this is coming in from behind. Do you know what I mean? So it's like they want to calibrate it more. So that seems to be very important. Okay. You've got support, that card comes in, and I'm saying you're being supported from the other side. That's what I've got very clearly saying. Someone's supporting you on the other side. I think it's this lady. The other card we've got is have fun. So it's about, don't take life too serious. You've got to have fun as well. And when you're having fun, you're then tuning into that high frequency energy, and that's how we connect more to source energy, and that's how we connect to manifestation and change in life. But I do feel there's a period of change for you. So it's almost like taking back your power now and going, no, I want change. No, I've got to make changes as I move forward. So taking that initiative and just moving forward with it. Statement. There's something there, you've made a statement, or you've made a point by saying, right now, this is what I'm going to do. Okay, thank you. Because they're bringing this card being proud, they're very proud of you in how you're moving forward. Now, there is this card saying about letting go. Now, it feels like you've let go, or you're in the process of letting go of thank you. Oh my God. I have to say she's sort of getting in your own way. She said, yes, to your question, there's lots of changes happening. And especially at this moment, there's saying to me this, we've heard about, the divine feminine and the balance, the masculine energy, that is rising on the planet, because there's more voices being heard. Now, when I talk about divine and masculine energy, feminine and masculine energy, it's really about what's encompassing all of us. It's not just, we're not talking about gender, we're talking about finding that balance now. And it's talking about how having that power to speak up. It's not about, women, I'm going to say women gender, I'm going to genderize it now, but if we look back at over the years and the role that we've played in history, it's changing. Our voices are being heard. We look at the roles in the workforce, also what we want for our bodies now, our voices are being heard more. more and more, not enough, but this year it's going to be more than, well, not more than enough, because I want to say we want to keep rising, but this year is the year that we step up. This is the year that we go, right, this is it. We're not going to tolerate anymore. So it will be more about that real feminine rising and finding that balance with the masculine energy. So it'll be more feminine energy within the leaders that will be leading the world. So it's not just that there'll be, you know, females, the gender, but it's going to be about that feminine energy rising up now to find that balance in individuals as we move forward. Yes, humanity is changing, and it has to change. Thank you. Someone just said very loud and clear in my ear. It has to change. It is changing. It needed to have the last 5 years of what has been happening on the planet. It needed for humanity to say, stop, I do not want to tolerate this anymore. It's been a mass waking up on the planet through everything that the planet's been through. So it needs us now, as we step into this energy. If you're only here once as you are, then it's like, if you looked back, say for instance, if you was on your deathbed and you look back and you go, what did I achieve, or what did I do? Did I come here to do what I wanted to do? And if you say you don't think you have, then you better pull your socks up. And this is not saying this to this individual asked this question, because you're going to feel it even more now. So it's that your voice needs to be heard. You need to be taking a stand. You need to make a move, whether that's in your career, you know, professional side, or in your own personal side. It's about you now stepping up. You've got nothing to lose now. Nothing to lose. By being silent right now is not helping humanity. It's not just your voice being silent. It's about you silencing other individuals' voices too. By individuals stepping up and saying how they feel and they want to create change, it means others will see it be that ripple effect. So the friendships, the family members around you, by you making that change, then they make that change. And you owe it to yourself. That's what they just said. So we know that your soul visits planet Earth, and we know that the soul has to visit planet Earth and live in the human being, because it's a sensory system. It can feel everything: touch, smells, sound, hearing, all the senses and extra. So it has to be here in this human physical vessel to be feeling it. And at this particular time, the more of you that open up to your intuition, work with your six senses, what will happen is it's changing the energy on the planet, and it's helping other individuals around you. And I'm sure, you know, asking this group in front of me and asking others who are going to see this later on, that if you were to look at the people that you know now and compared to who you used to know, there is a big shift. It's going to feel uncomfortable being around those individuals that do not think and feel similar to yourself. So if you're fearful and you hold back and you're not developing yourself, you will find you're in the same group of individuals around you constantly, and it may begin to feel uncomfortable. You will find friends will drop away, family members may not understand you. It's because you're stepping into those shoes of who you're meant to be. So yes, humanity is changing. We're heading in the right direction. But there will also still feels like there will be a sense of fear at some point. There is that sort of, I can feel like a shock ready to come. So this is the next couple of months. So whether that is leadership changing, or whether there's sort of wars breaking up, there is always going to be wars between humans. There's always going to be wars because the conflict of mindset and stuff. But it just feels there's going to be a little bit of a shock, like a ripple effect, because I can feel it in the future and it's rippling back even now. But it will make us all stand up and go, no, we want to have change. We can't cope with this anymore. I'm not going to take it. But the more the energy shifts as the feminine uprising, and again, it's not to genderize it, but it's the feminine energy in men as well, then there is a big shift that's coming. And it changes. Hopefully it answers your question. It's just us all individually connecting to our higher self, which is connected to source energy, connected to the universe energy. And when we change, the energy shifts too. Okay? That's interesting. I just heard an individual goddess say, she's been with us before. She says, I am Diana. So it's a deity, Diana. So it's the warrior goddess. But she has 3 heads, she's shown me. So in Hindu religion, that would be similar as well. So she's stepping forward. Thank you. And she feels like she's the warrior. And as I'm talking, I can feel her surge of energy coming even more. So she's stepping forward today, and she's saying that there needs to be some change on the planet. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, the more the energy's changing on the planet, the the more the individuals groups are coming together and are aware of the energy shifting, as in the feminine energy uprising, it helps to help that energy become a lot stronger. So it seems as if there's a lot more individuals that are connecting to the energy to bring it a lot closer. Thank you. They're saying the guardians of the planet. They're like the guardians of the planet. That's what I just heard. I don't know, I'm just hearing it right now. We are the guardians of the planet. So there are many of them. Even though there are so many of them, it just feels as if they all merge into one energy. So it's a force field. So it feels very powerful, very strong. Thank you. She says it's like a staff. So a staff, like, it feels like it's not wooden, but it feels fossilized wood as such. And then we have this big crystal that she's here. It's like almost like a flame on fire. And she says that we are stepping forward at this time on the planet. We've been asked to step forward like the guardians of the planet. So these are guardians of the planets to do with the energy. So they feel the energy on the planet. Thank you. It's like being in a room, she says, as in being in the room and you're sitting with other people who are like-minded, like you're at a party, you want to talk to everybody, every individual. She said that she's feeling the energy, so she's stepping forward. Okay, thank you. And also remembering, she says also that the energy of the group, depending who shows up on a Monday gathering, you're going to tune into the energy. And if there's that feminine energy that's very strong and going for a transformational shift, you're going to attract like for like. I've never had these in before, as you know, but they've stepped forward now. It's time for change. Okay, thank you. Just one moment. Okay, I love this. Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm not religious, but they're bringing me Mary. Oh, thank you. Oh, God, that's very strong. Mary Magdalene energy, Mary Magdalene energy coming in. Thank you. One of the apostles. Okay, thank you. And clearly stating that, thank you again, I'm non-religious, so spiritual, but they're saying as an ascended master, as Jesus, when it was stated was the Son of God, you're all sons and daughters of God. God energy is source energy. Source energy is the universe energy. Very strong. So stepping forward, I've got an imagery of a red cloak, and stepping forward, being handed the red cloak and saying you are all individual apostles. So to move forward with your word, with your word. Okay, connection with your word, okay. Okay, thank you. It's not, thank you, not by one leader, but it's about the mass of energy on your planet. So it's like, it feels as if like a force field or force of energy coming up stronger than before. Thank you. Let's have a little look. They're talking about the womb energy now, talking about womb energy, creation, rebirthing. It's time of rebirthing. So it's time of rebirthing, that feminine energy, time of rebirthing. Thank you. Hear that? Okay. It's about, thank you, and thank you, they just said, and it's about that connection. If you're connected to your heart center, you're connected to source energy. If you're connected to source energy, you're connected to your higher self. So it's going to be as you move forward to connect to your higher self, meaning so that you can tune in and hear the information much more clearly that comes in. So you're offered guidance, so the intuitive nudges. You'll have those feelings of, I should be doing this, I should be going in that direction, or this doesn't feel right for me. It's going to be more about that, rather than being dictated, they said, and told what to do. It's not about a time of being told what to do. It'll be that time of, I'm in discuss with what's going on the planet, and it'll be then you stand your own ground and take care of your environment, your space. Okay, so maybe it's easier this way, I don't know, we'll have a little look. So crystal, diamond, imagine that's our soul. This is your soul. Okay, but there are many sides that you can see. There's no but, they just said I'm getting corrected. So there are many sides to the diamond. There's many sides to the soul. And each version of yourself, even in just this lifetime, so the version of who you are with your parents, your siblings, your friends, lovers, the neighbor down the road, your colleagues, they may see you slightly different. Like I know with myself, conversation with my mum, I'm 57, she still treats me like a 5-year-old, because in her mind that's how she comes across. I'm sure there are many have the similar thing. With my partner, he will see me slightly different. He will see, actually he's seen all the versions of me, which is lovely. And you might get somebody that is a friend that says, oh no, I know her because of, or know him because of, whatever it is. So they are the versions of yourself, and they show up in the world because of how someone sees you. It's interesting doing this work when I meet a complete stranger of how they see me, and then when they get to know me in class, you know, when I'm, you know, being a bit cheeky and playing around as a teacher, and then you get to see me in real life and we meet up again, you might see me slightly different versions of myself, and there's different versions of yourself. Every time you do some work on yourself in this lifetime, it feeds back to your past lifetime. So it helps to heal some of your past lifetime. Every past lifetime, there are going to be some similarities, but there's going to be a different reason why you came into that lifetime to address any issues that needed to be addressing, okay? If we don't address an issue that comes up, so I've had money issues in past lifetimes, and I had it in this lifetime until I addressed it, looked at it, changed it. So I'm not going to go on into my next lifetime and repeat it again. It's done with. I've learnt what I needed to learn. If I look at the individual people around me, like on a chess set, those individual played certain roles in my life that actually stimulated whatever they needed to stimulate in my soul progress so that I can address it. So being with my ex, number in numerology was a number 8, and the way he came across was very tight, very money controlling. And for me, it's I had to escape. Now, that is a past life issue that I had with him before, and so it needed to come through in this lifetime. And because I have the awareness now, because I've been learning about, you know, quantum fields, quantum physics, looking at psychic mediumship and everything else, working with my high self, it helped to clear a lot of the information. I understood it. So I'm unlikely to repeat the same thing again with a number 8 or have a number 8 in my life again. That's his numerology number. It's addressed, it's sorted out. No problem at all. So it goes back and it heals that. It's finished with now. There's no more wounds. Now, ancestral lines, those links that we have, which are ancestral, which is blood link lines, which are family members that we have, a repeating cycle in my family of women, what that, you know, it happened to them, it happened to me, and like most women, what things might happen to them, or even men, whatever it is, that's ancestral link, and that's ancestral wounds. Now, for me, I'm the first woman to buy my own house in the whole of the line of the women, and to have my own business and to be able to move forward. So now my daughter is likely to repeat that. So ancestrally it's been healed. It's an old wound that happened. So being controlled by an individual, how they treated me, was similar to something that I'd learned in my ancestral line. So that's ended now. Now, when we talk about parallel lives and parallel lines and how we work, there is no such thing really as a past life, a different time zone. It's just another parallel life. It's a line that runs inside of us. It affects us. So whatever happened in a past life, if we don't address it, it's going to affect you in this lifetime. So that lifetime is playing out, okay? And again, with the ancestral lines. Now, the work that you have been doing, and others who've been, you know, doing the work on themselves, and I've worked with a few of you as well, that you've addressed a lot of the shadow work. So you've done a lot of the healing. So as you're moving forward, you're moving out of the old version of yourself, because you're already becoming aware, or you became aware that there needed to be some change. You were being, you know, sometimes we get pulled back into old repeating patterns, and so that means there's something that's still trauma that's playing out. It's a bit like if you look at a tree and someone cuts into the side of a tree like a heart shape or whatever it is, it becomes a wound and it stays there. And sometimes we meet people on trauma, trauma bonds with them, trauma wounds, you know, relationship wise, because we haven't addressed something inside ourselves. So we're likely to meet like for like, because the energy of the universe will only attract in like for like, and helps you, you know, if you're feeling down in yourself, you're more likely to sort of meet someone very similar to your energy. You know, it might be that you try to fix them because there's something else that needs fixing inside yourself as such. I hate that fixing thing, but it's about rejuvenating and restorative work that you need to do. So the shadow self is looking at what area of myself do I feel that still needs some work, or what's coming up for me, how am I feeling, you know. And I'm still, we're meant to be doing the work. I'm still doing lots of work, you know, even as a counsellor, therapist, and you know, teacher and everything else. I've got lots of work that comes up within my new relationship, because I know it needs to be addressed. That's why we're here. As a soul, we are addressing the issues in this lifetime. So we're moving forward and through it. And there are brilliant, lovely, fantastic times as well. But this is the time that we're doing the work on ourselves, because we have a sensory system. So let's work with the sensory system. Let's feel into it rather than us over-analysing everything in our heads. It's about, how am I feeling? You know, where is it that I'm feeling it? What's going on for yourself? So the answer to your question is, it helps then heal all the wounds on the many layers. I see it like, I think this is like a cake. I'm like someone hungry on this side, like a Victoria sponge cake or something with the layers. I'd think it was more like choux pastry myself, but with the layers of a cake, you can tell I'm hungry. You look at it like that. There's different levels and layers of yourself, and wherever you are on your journey, the minute you feel that there's something that needs to look at, you're already beginning to heal, and it all goes on to heal the future self as well, so you don't repeat those cycles ever again. And that's why then we start getting people saying, oh, you've changed, and you're like, yes, I have changed, because you've done the work on yourself. And that's when you know that you've been busy doing the work, is when you then get friends or family members saying, oh, you've changed. They might say they don't like it. That's tough, because they want you to stay the same, because they don't like it. It feels uncomfortable for them because you're showing that you have changed and they haven't as such. Hopefully that's answered your question. Okay, so when we're ready, just begin that process of closing our eyes. We're taking a seat, just feeling into your body. So be mindful of your breath as you're breathing in and out of your physical body, because we're going to now start to expand. So just be mindful of where you're at. Your breath will always bring you back to your physical body. That is your connection. There's like a bridge, a cord that connects you to source energy and also back to your heart center. So be mindful of that breath, as that's part of that cord, that attachment, that bridge that bridges you to the other side, is your breath in your heart center. So be mindful as you're breathing in and out now, gently, just to follow my voice and allow me to give you this channeled information. Breathing in, breathing out. Almost imagine now like a white light at the crown of your head, at the top of your head. And as you're gently breathing in and out, you're allowing yourself to gently absorb in the energy and allowing this white light just to come gently down through the top of your head. It's almost as if like standing under a shower or a waterfall, and how the water just gently trickles over your head, coming all the way down past your ears, all the way down, as that white light gently comes down through the throat center. Almost feeling as if there's a collection of water just gently sitting on your shoulders. It's a beautiful temptation and temperature, they said, thank you. And it gently absorbs down and flows through your physical self, coming down through your shoulders, coming over the front of your body, your chest area, and then flowing, rolling down your back, coming down through your arms now, just feeling that sensation, that gentle light of energy. You may even feel this, it's a warm sensation as it begins to feel more pressure on your physical body, but a pressure that feels more like a hug, that you're being held. That white light of energy beginning to flow down, bring it down on that out breath as it goes down through your physical body, coming down through the trunk of your body, just like that tree, the trunk of your body. And as you move down through your legs, feeling that light energy moving down, that white light, coming down through your legs and allowing the energy to settle within the soles of your feet. Almost just like a tree that you see with roots, tree roots that are embedding in the earth. Just imagine how it may feel like as you imagine there are roots, the soles of your feet, pushing down to the earth energy, all the way down, connecting with the energy of source energy that moves and flows around within the center of the earth. Feeling that connection, feeling just like that tree that you are embodying your environment. Just like that tree trunk, just imagine as you flow up through the tree trunk, the core of yourself, the energy as it rises up, you can just begin to feel that sensation, just like a tree as it begins to breathe. Feeling that presence in your physical self, and as you are expanding every time that you move in and move out. Bring that energy up as you allow the energy to flow up now through your arms, as if they are like branches, just like a tree. and feeling that they're almost like the twigs, the fingertips are stretching out, feeling out into the energy around you. You're feeling into the energy like tentacles. You're just tapping into the energy of light source. It's almost as if it feels like as your arms, imagining that they are by your side, stretching out. But just like those branches, those twigs, that sensation touching into the energy around you, the air. You can feel that you're stretching out more than ever before. It's almost as if within the heart center, this expansion within your core self. That if you were like a bird, almost as if your wings are flapping out by the side of you, and you can feel yourself embracing the energy of flight, flying high above the tree. As if you're free, that you can feel through the fingertips, almost like the tips of the feathers of the wings of the bird. Feeling as if you're soaring high above the trees, above the rooftops, almost as if you're looking down now the fields, the countryside, the oceans, seeing the shimmering sensation of the moonlight that glistens on the sea and the oceans. The rivers, as you gently feel that flow of energy as it flows through your system, just like through the veins of your physical self. You can feel the rhythm of the energy of the earth as it gently begins to pulsate up for your physical self. As you're there in that space, the fingertips, the wingtips, feel as if the energy as you're touching and gliding through the clouds, feeling the energy as you move through each of the clouds, soaring gently up and then flowing gently, hovering around in a circular position. Feeling almost like that cloud sensation, as if once you dive into a cloud, you're feeling as one. You can feel the energy source, almost that sensation of feeling part of the cloud. You're feeling that expansion in your soul self. Just like that bird, like that golden eagle, as you're stretching your wings, flying even higher now that you can see that sun glistening out now. Feeling that warmth of the sunshine as it gently pulsates around you. It's safe, you're flying high, and as you fly, you soar above, flying so high that you leave the earth behind. There's no gravity here. You're allowed to fly as high as you like, almost as if you're stretching into other dimensions of time and space. You can feel yourself, that expansion within your physical body, allowing that energy to flow around your body as the breath breathes in and breathes out, allowing your connection to source energy. As you are there, you are gently just flying around, feeling that presence of the energy of the universe. And it's almost as if there are wormholes, different dimensions, different portals that you could easily access at this time. Almost as if there are many lifetimes that you've lived before, and almost as if you can catch a glimpse of where you have been before. Allow yourself to soar, to fly, to not to judge, allowing your expansion of self. It may be you even call in a guide, maybe a loved one, animal or human, to join you as they guide you, almost as if you're traveling through the astral fields, astral projecting, travel now further than ever before, just like a child that has that dream that they are flying, allowing yourself to soar higher as you're moving through time and space in different dimensions you've never traveled to before, more than beyond that you've ever witnessed. There is no limits here in space. There are no limits within the universe of energy. It's entirely up to yourself where you may allow yourself to travel at this time, always knowing that your breath will bring you back. Witness what you can see around you and what you may feel like. Are there any guardians or angels or aliens around you at this time? Is there any presence that you can feel? Are there any gifts of information that's meant to be heard by yourself? Are you standing before the doorway of the Akashic Records? Is there information that's being held there? Maybe just by placing a fingertip that allows you to enter in, to see what information, that you just get a slight glimpse of who you once were, where you're heading, what is your journey, the information held there. whether it's books or scrolls or other ways or forms of information, may you be able to receive the information now. It's almost as if that when you're breathing in and breathing out, that you're able to connect. It's almost like a download being fed back into your sensory self, feeling the information, it comes flooding back, having a knowing of where you may have been before. And as you're there breathing in and out, the information flows through your sensory self. It's almost as if every cell's in your body, your cellular self, is having a feedback loop from where you've been once before, the many lifetimes you have lived, whether it's on planet Earth or beyond. And as you're feeding back this information and in receivership, as you're breathing in and out gently for yourself, as you bring that energy flow back into your physical body, it's almost as if you can feel now those fingertips of the wingtips, that you gently allow yourself to hover gently back down through the stars, coming back into the Earth's energy and atmosphere, feeling that your wings are gently beginning to feel that tiredness, that where you have flown before. As you begin landing back onto planet Earth, touching the twigs, the branches of the tree, you can feel your claws as you sit perched on the tree branch. And as you are thinking of the tree, before you know it, you've merged back into the tree, coming back through the trunk of your body all the way down into the soles of your feet, feeling the pulsation of the earth's energy, receiving the jewels of knowledge and wisdom. And as you become aware of your energy self and your breath, as how we have bridged it to many different dimensions, on the count of 3, I'll begin to bring you back into the space where you can open your eyes. 1, be mindful of your energy of who you are. Be consciously aware of your breath as you're breathing in and breathing out. 2, be mindful of your physical self as you're breathing in, breathing out. 3, begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Take a nice deep breath in. Come back into your space, and when you're ready, open your eyes. Come back wherever you've been. Did anyone feel that sensation of that golden eagle, that bird with the fingertips flying and soaring through the air? Did you feel that tree, that presence of the roots going down into the earth? Did you see any information that's there for you? That you could see the jewels, the books that's in the Akashic records that were held there. You may even have glimpses of past lives that may have flooded in. Whatever it is that you needed to receive was for you right now.